Well, now that I have no impending doom because of my wound, I can afford to take a bit of a cruise around the lake, see if there's anything over at the other side. Now, I've never really played around with boats. I always kind of would find some sort of inflatable rowboat somewhere and be like, well, now all my boat needs are met. I'll never need a boat again. And then I'd carry the inflatable rowboat around in my motorcycle's cargo hold. And I'd always say, if I need a boat, I got a boat. But I don't think I ever even once put my boat in the water. It's a big lake. Can I go faster? No, I can't. It's a very big lake. Well, you know, there's definitely a shoreline to the north. There's a shoreline. Okay, good. Oh, right, that's true. That's another thing I haven't played with is the auto travel. Oh, my stamina. Rest. Trailhead. Field. That looks like the edge of a town. Road. Hazardous waste sarcophagus. Okay. Evac shelter. I like the sound of that. Well, as much as I'd like to ride this boat ashore, I do want to hopefully find the outskirts of a town, which that may or may not be. I think all of those features, though, the shelter, the sarcophagus, and the trailhead are all just can spawn anywhere in the map. So it would be nice if there was a place I could pull up my canoe and have a little somewhere on the outskirts of a town waiting for me and not have to go too far. Hey! Speak of the Devil Town. There's a gun shop. That's cool. It's also a wander spawn. And a strip club. Strip club almost sells me. The trailer park is probably actually a really good place for an early base, I think. Let's just take advantage of having this canoe for now, though, and see if we can see the other side of town. Small dump, pharmacy. All right. Lots of zombies. Stamina lowering. These guys will follow me into the water, won't they? Come to me, zombies. Come to me. You don't need to fear the water. It's really nice. It's not too warm. It's not too cold. It's just right. Oh my. Security van. Auricalicum frame. I still don't know what that word means, but I like the sound of it. Indeed. Hey, I got another follower 12 minutes ago. Jor80, welcome to the... I don't have anything clever to say yet. This is my second day of streaming, you see, people. So normally, I noticed this. Streamers have some clever way of saying welcome. Like, I guess I'm a compound fracture or something, so maybe I should say welcome to the breakneck crew of cool people who die in horrible ways to spiders. Yeah, that was clever. Okay. A river. Magical metal, basically enchanted bronze. Okay, cool. That's one of those words where I know I've heard it many a time from role-playing games of various types, but it's not quite on the mithril adamantium level of popularity, I don't think. What are you? You're a bridge? Yes, you are. And we are low on stamina again. I don't know why I'm still in the... Oh, actually, yes, I'm definitely going to run away from the zombie before it gets to me. I think it might be worth going on shore where this bridge is, because bridges will often have cars in good condition on them. So, oh wow, they've got pilings too. That's new. Yeah, last time I played, we were still very much in the, if you use nested containers, sometimes your items randomly disappear with no reason or recourse kind of phase of development. So I was still using the stable, and all of this stuff is very new to me. Okay. Let's get off here and see what's on the bridge. April? Sounds about right, I think. It's also entirely possible that you had gotten past that in development, and I just wasn't aware of it. And I was playing dumb. Playing dumb mostly because of being dumb, which makes the playing dumb much easier to manage. And I hope I'm not coming across in a way where it sounds like I'm sort of putting anything down or thinking that it's easy to change the core mechanics of a game without a testing team behind you and just have it work right away. Nested containers worked very well, considering they were an untested feature. So this whole checking a bridge for vehicles thing obviously worked very, very well. On the bright side, the height did allow us to see a little bit. So radio tower would let us to see a lot. Let's actually do that. I'm wasting a lot of time and a lot of thirst just wandering right now, but I'm hoping I can fix that at some point, probably by just going back to these little houses here. Actually, that little town really looks like a nice spot to settle down. Okay. Please be a telescope. I don't know if there are always telescopes up here or just often, but it's one of the two. Telescope. Survivor map. Ammunition. No gun. Okay. Well, that's a lot of wander spawns. Fun, fun, fun. What are you? Park. And we have a hotel and a lab. It's good to know where your local lab is. And another lab. Good to know where your local lab is ×2. Gas station. Might have another map. Okay, let's read the map. All right. Another town up there. Overmap using tile sets would be great. Like really, really great. Graphical overmap is another one of those things I've turned on a few times, and it's always just seemed very, very buggy. But tile sets would be beautiful. You can make the system and let the artists do the artist thing. It's fantastic. Military surplus store. Okay, so plan is coming together. This trailer park is going to be home. Possibly this evac shelter. One of the two, depending on how nasty the trailer park ends up being. It's nice and close to the water, so we can just ditch our canoe and have it nearby. We have gun stores. Oh, nice. After the stable, yeah. So, I mean, feature freeze happened a while ago, right? So, sort of overhauling systems on hold, I think. Not that I've seen. Once I used the layer map, I looked like all around, like several screens worth to each side, and there was just nothing on the map at all. It's possible, I suppose, that the layer like spawned a long ways away. Do you know what it shows up as on the screen here? Maybe we can find it. Oops. So let's see. Oh, that's a big city. And there's rivers here. We could theoretically canoe this way. So we started on this island. And oh, it's going to be a forest or swamp? Okay. Because absolutely nothing... Oh, okay, altar. What's it called? Attunement altar. No, doesn't look like it. That's weird though, like it should have, like, the map did not seem to actually show me anything. Like I looked around and there was nothing revealed whatsoever. So, I mean, I wonder if it's one of those things maybe where it, like, just we totally lucked out in the worst possible way with local spawns, and it's on some totally different part of the map. Reveals on level 9? What does that mean? Like, Z level 9 or something? Because the tower did not go that high. Or, do you mean like wizard level? Oh, 0. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it. Was I really on high level? Yeah. I mean, it's possible. I could have easily made a mistake like that. I thought I was on level 0, but maybe not. Oh well, I give up for now. Okay, so we really do have two options here, the way I see it. We can either go down and live in this area, which looks okay, or we can go up here and try to find a spot on the outskirts of this town. And I like this because it's about the right size, not to kill us, but also to have some stuff. Need to level up my spells. I see. Okay. And I like how there's 2 labs up here. I think what we really need, though, is just a place to hunker down and eat some food and read some books. And what that might end up being is, I don't know, probably just either the trailer park or the shelter down here. I don't think that radiation from that will reach us. So let's just make for the trailer park. Well, why don't you make like a trailer park and wheel the fuck out of here? Maybe I will. We've made some good finds, though. We have a telescope. We have a map of the area. We have a whole bunch of wizard shit. To the library. Well, yeah, there's that, eh? No spiders this time, okay, guys? So, no libraries this time, so definitely no spiders. Bookstore? Nope. No library, no bookstore. No school, I don't think either, eh? School. No. Well, that's lovely. Nothing that has books at all. Okay, I'm not going to stick around this town so I don't feel the need to lure these guys away at all. Actually, you know, with this canoe, it might be really smart just to live on an island somewhere. There are a lot of zombies in this little town. That's okay. Oh, and a zombie just tried to grab me from deep, deep underwater. Let's check these cars. Faulty, but it might work. Battery's draining, that's a problem. It'll probably be drained by the time we get back here, but otherwise the car looks like it works. Missing 1 wheel, but that's fine, as long as we have 3. Food run back to Wizard Retreat. Yeah, that's a good thought. Okay. Well, if there's one thing I know about trailer parks, it's that they know how to eat. So, let's... I think there was also a fishing hook in that, like, boathouse. So, fishing's probably a thing for food. Oh dear. Hello, zombie. What? Oh, right. I'm used to spears in the good old days when you could attack like straight up on an angle like that. There we go. Yeah, you're so clever. You can figure out how to not step on bushes. Oh, what? Okay. Look at me, I'm being careful. Yeah. Can you see me from there, really? Yes, you can. Okay. Oh, what are you? Corpse of a human. So we find a corpse site, but it's the most unimpressive corpse site I've ever seen. And that includes the meth sites. Why does this zombie feel faster than the other ones? What the hell, zombie? Have I damaged my spear already or something? Probably. There we go. I haven't damaged my spear. Okay. Great success. Meth. Just what I always wanted. Do I have an MP3 player? I don't think so. Oh, Mike Palasek just joined my channel. Big fan of your podcast, Mike. Die, child. Should probably be dropping my backpack, I suppose. That would be a thing that smart people do. Oh. Maybe she just died on her own. I don't know. I didn't do it. Don't know why I keep fighting with, like, various sorts of bags on me. Other than pure laziness. And not being used to the whole being able to drop your entire bag and not have to, like, pick up a million items afterwards. Handy that. Wires. That sounds very useful. Okay. Wait, there were 2 more backpacks. I'm not... Oh, okay. So I've got the backpacks in the backpack. I like it. Come on. Oh. Cool. Cool. How do I stop this from doing nasty, horrible things to me? I got a plan. There's always death in the fireball. There's always a fireball in the canoe. Okay, then. How are you faster than me? I have quick. Light the sunflower on fire? Well, I would enjoy the show. So I guess this tough zombie's faster than your average bear / zombie. Actually, it's probably not faster than your average bear. They're pretty quick. You know what? Starting to think this was a bad idea. To the canoe! Run away, run away, run away. Try to get me now. Heh. That water there is pretty deep, yeah? I like how the zombie's bleeding into the water and the blood is just kind of sitting there on the surface of the water, letting me know exactly where the zombie is. That's pretty cool. So you know what? I'm going to get away a little bit. Then I'm going to slow down. Then I'm going to catch my breath. Then I'm going to check to see if, for one thing, did I have the rucksack on? No, I don't. Okay, so the rucksack is in the field. And I also want to check to see if the fireball thing is here, which it isn't. So that's deeply concerning. I might have lost my fireball somehow. Okay. So this time we will approach from the south. Zombie dog. Where's my rucksack? There it is. There's my fireball wand. Okay. Good. So you are a zombie cop. That's unfortunate. Starting to think I should have gone to this trailer park at night. That might have been smart. Well, the zombie cop is covered in riot gear. It's going to be very hard to penetrate with my spear. I could shoot a fireball at him, but that feels wasteful. I feel like I'd like to hang on to that fireball scroll. Maybe that's one of those silly moves like every RPG I've ever played where I end up with 5 billion healing potions in my inventory when I die. Turns out that my theory about trailer park people being extremely well fed might have been misplaced. Because there's nothing interesting here at all. Okay. That looks a little bit better. Oh, cool. That's good. I should say, even though I mentioned I'd played Cataclysm a few times, I didn't, like, super explore it, you know? I just kind of, like, I had, like, a really cool spell that I could use to make walls. So, for the first time since I was a real newbie at the game, and I made a base out of rock walls for my spell, and I was very impressed with myself and very impressed with spells because they could build me a base. This trailer park idea is not working out. I think that's safe to say. You know what I really need is a pot. I guess there was a cauldron back at the back on the Wizard Island, so cauldrons probably work as pots. think I should juke this guy. That's okay. Oh, right. There's a dog. Okay. We can do this. How far away is the canoe? The answer is too far away. So options. Options are, we can go through this door. They're not locked. So if we go through this door and close it behind us, the dog will not know what to do. We don't care about that, dude. We could fireball. I think 2 fireball. Oh, that Rottweiler's almost dead. Okay, okay. That wins the race. Wield fireball. Drop. That dog is less dead. Oh, well. Activate. No, no, no. Boom. Huzzah! That was effective. Now hopefully that dog will wander into the flames. He did. Excellent. Now, where is my backpack? Oh no, I didn't. My knife spear, I mean. In the flames. Cool. Not like knife spears are flammable or anything. Really? I thought you'd go into the fire. Not cooperative. Now I am exhausted, and there are more dogs. This went from, like, bad to slightly better to way worse. Very, very quickly here. No, no. Yeah, okay. Jeez. So 100 crystallized mana, is that like 100 charges? Because if so, that's pretty good. So options. We could... Oh, they're all on fire. But the zombie dog isn't for some reason. No, he isn't either. So he's dead. For sure. He's going to burn down. Cool. Yeah, that's a lot of charges. Okay. I shouldn't be so worried. So he's dead for sure. He's not. He's unfortunately very close to dead, but not quite. So... Yeah, okay. You know what? This is really, really, really bad. Okay, okay, okay. I understand. I'm not healthy. Why can't you be on fire like the rest of them, you son of a bitch? All right. Attack me, kill me. Fine, fine, fine. Really? Seriously? Okay, okay, okay. We can do this. Knife. Drop. Die, die, die. Okay. Okay, okay. This could be worse. We're bleeding, but we're not infected. We're in intense pain, but we're alive. Our knife spear is just gone. There's just no going back for it at this point. We considered going back for it earlier, but that's really not so bright. Our wand is on the ground. We could wield the wand while dropping the knife and then wand this guy. We cannot escape from him because our stamina is completely worn out, so I think we have no choice. Wand. Drop. Use wand. No. No. There. On fire. Probably means he won't get us. Pick up the knife. Yeah, he's no longer on fire. Son of a bitch. Melee? No, that's really dumb. Okay, you know what? Wield. Actually, we're bleeding from 3 places now. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get attacked a bunch more. And then we're gonna get 2 birds with 1 stone. So all of this whole like, oh no, I'm going to waste the wand. Turned out I did not waste the wand. Something. That was nice of you walking into the fire. Okay. So I'm going back to the canoe because screw you guys. Oh yeah, that's just fucking beautiful. Okay. Wizard realism. Never stand next to a zombie. It's good advice. So, what do we do now? I mean, other than die. Die is not an option. Death is... I mean, I suppose death is always an option, but... What other... We could drink a lovely screwdriver cocktail and at least die happy. That would be good. Paralytic dart, you say? Oh, you have to learn it. Can't just use it. Okay. It'll always do 30 damage. Spamming fireball. I think that's the right move. I think you're right. If the swimmer attacks me, it attacks me. And we can get all 3. Okay. You win. And there was much rejoicing. Now, I can either limp back to the boat. Oh, I thought I picked up that ammo while I was over there. I picked up some of it. Okay. That's another thing I have not gotten used to is let's just wait manually. And if any other zombies show up, we will run away. Another thing I have not gotten used to is the way you pick up a stack of something and it only picks up the amount you can fit in a thing. Doesn't always throw into... Yeah. I think grenades do a little bit more damage than 30, but otherwise, looks like... Okay, so there is a zombie there now. We haven't recovered very much stamina at all, which makes me think maybe I should have just waddled away instead of trying to recover, but... That is a lesson for next time. Let's start waddling away now. We did not get far. Yes, you're tired. I get it. Oh, and I see the underwater zombies coming to get us, too. All right. Safety. Glorious, glorious safety. Oh, and the zombie just died underwater. Oh, it's a beaver. Even better. I can, like, totally wield that beaver and then... So, okay, so we want to... I'm going to wield the beaver and then we'll have a beaver to eat. Okay. Get items. Wait, what? That's... Oh, okay. Won't let me choose the direction. That's fine. So, corpse of a beaver. Right, so... Okay, I think we have to stop driving in that case, I think. Let go of the controls. Don't want the water. Want the beaver. Store an inventory. Now we have a beaver. Yay. The beaver and I are going to have a nice little... Grenades use explosion code, spells don't. I guess that means that the grenades, like, destroy things and, like structures. I suppose. Well, it was a nice journey. We saw some sights. We cast some fireballs. We utterly failed to get anything of value. We brought all of our things of value with us so that we would not have any room on our canoe. Overall, I'd say it was a success. Huh? Oh yeah, and we badly injured ourselves. That too. We got a beaver. Beavers are cool. And we have a rope, so I think that means we can butcher it. We just might need, like, what, a tarp or table? Oh, there was a table. There was a table in the, like a tourist table at the boathouse. So I think that's all we need to actually butcher this beaver properly. And that'll give us, like, meat until it rots, at least. That's something. I kind of want to live in this little boathouse. That would be nice. Display racks. Fishing hook. Ooh. All right. Well, our intense pain means that we can no longer carry all the things we're carrying. So that's good. Let's just unload the boat. Oh, we had rollerblades too. That would have been like a really smart thing to use effectively. Unload the boat, really? You're not going to let me move all? Sure. Okay. Well, whatever. Done. So there's a fire pit out there too. That's cool. Is there curtains? There are curtains. Not that it matters when we're on our own little isolated island. Let's read the things. I lost self-imposed illiteracy. Okay. Tailoring bagpipes and kilt. Well, that's it. That's all the tailoring we need. We have learned all the things. Fruit wine, bows, tent, large tent, and the ever-useful soda can stove kit, which uses tinder, I think. That's super useful. And this is just for fun, I think, right? Social skill. Okay, well, whatever. So, I'm looking at this and thinking to myself, paralytic dart sounds like something that would have come in very handy. Lesser quantum tunnel also would have come in handy, but until we are able to boil some water, we have bigger problems. We do have a screwdriver cocktail and chicken soup. Container, glass bottle. Okay, good. Chicken soup. So that will slightly quench us, and we'll drink the beer too. And we're as quenched as we can quench. So. Just going to drop everything here for now, I guess. Don't need no stuff. Should definitely keep the fireball. That came in very handy. Keep a lighter. Oh, I got the umbrella. That's a good thing to have. Didn't pick up the rest of those rounds that I wanted, but that's okay. Oh, and the beaver. We should drop a beaver. Yes. Dropping a beaver. Okay. So we have a beaver. We have a rope. We can tie the rope to a tree, I think. Can we activate a rope? Oh, we dropped the rope. Rope. So, like, I think we just need... Okay, let's do this. We butcher beaver. Full butchery requires a rope and a tree. Oh, hey, that's easy. Okay. So, pick the beaver back up. Come here, beaver. There's a tree. Drop the beaver. Butcher, beaver, full. Yay! Yay! 6 chunks of meat and 2 of... Yeah, I mean, something. Okay. I feel excited. I was totally planning on stopping playing a long time ago, but I'm enjoying this now, so... So we have beaver meat. There was a cauldron here. Does it have food? Yes, it does. It has food cooking quality. It has magic mutagen mixer quality. That's exciting. Yay, much rejoicing. I agree. Okay. So we'll bring the cauldron. And we'll put it... It'd be nice if this was like a brazier or something, so I wouldn't have to move everything to it. But, oh well. So, what do we have here? We have... Oh, we have a frying pan. Ha! I did find a frying pan. That was good of me to remember. And we have, like, tons of food anyway, so I don't know why I'm so excited about a beaver, but, you know, small victories. We have bottles of some sort, I think, because our screwdriver was in a bottle. There's a bottle. Okay, cool. So we're going to pour it into the bottle. There's some left over. Okay. So the lake is not totally drained yet. That's good to know. There's a wood saw in the fireplace. We will not burn the wood saw. We will, however, burn the fireplace. And then clean water times, I think, 2, because it wouldn't let me drink it. Oh. It won't let me put it in the bottle? Okay. If we must. Now I'm slightly less thirsty. I don't know why I actually, like, got water, because it's within 4 tiles anyway, so we can totally use the lake water anyway, so yeah. And that's probably why it wouldn't let me put it in the bottle, because the bottle has water in it. I am smart. Ground. Okay. Clean water. Batch. 3. Container. Bottle. Drink. Water. Tired. It's not even nighttime. Extinguish. We burned through almost all of that wood. That was fast. Fortunately, we have a wood saw, so that'll take care of that problem at some point. We are tired, but on the other hand, we chose the hard of sleeping trade. So we probably won't be able to sleep without cough syrup or Ambien or some shit, and we don't have any of that. We do, however, have flares. So we could, like, make things go boom, and that's cool. Yeah. How close are we to nighttime? Very close. So let's do this. We'll see what paralytic dart is. Damage type stab. Okay. Spits a warped needle of sinew and bone, carrying with it a sting that slows your victim. That sounds extremely useful. My clock says noon. Yes, you're right. Now that I see that, it very much does. So we're going to be a biomancer. Other wizards find their powers gross and disturbing. That's okay. People find me gross and disturbing on a regular basis, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay with that. Druids, I think, are probably more fun, almost, in the long run. Especially the cycle of death part. But, like, making plants seems cool. But screw it. We're a biomancer. Yay! We achieved things. So that'll give me spell levels. Okay, I see. I remember this now. Technomancy is the thing that we have. Thing that we learned off the bat, so. Okay. I don't think we care about a little bit of electricity. Photons, also known as a laser. That's fancy. Magnetic field around a knife before launching it at high speed. Huh. It's too bad that, like, takes 6 rounds to cast. Because, though I guess it can go down to 3 rounds. Because that damage count's pretty sweet. The laser does really good damage. Takes just a round. It costs a lot more to cast. But we have 3,100 mana, so that's pretty impressive. So we're going to learn laze. That's what we will do. Beautiful. We can now laze things. You might even call us lazy. Yeah. If we learn this, we will never need a lighter again. Tase and laze take bionic power. Oh, shoot. Really? That's interesting. It didn't make that super clear to me anyway. Yeah, it just talks about casting cost. That's interesting. Here it is. Not enough energy, 150 bionic power. That could have been more obvious, for sure. Oh well. Right. In case I need a new pebble. So what we should really do is just learn more levels on this paralytic dart, because I get the feeling like it is a get out of jail free card. So I enjoy free jail freeness. Dart. Managed to get tired awfully fast. Oh, there we go. Too dark to read. Oh, I forgot to cook my meat. All this making a fire, so I could be like, oh, I'm going to make a fire and cook my meat. And then I didn't even cook my meat. Meat. Cook my meat. Eat my meat. Satisfied. Cook clean water again. Batch 3. Glass bottle. And the fire burnt out. Well, now it's after dark. So we have two choices. We can try to night raid this grocery store, which looks like it's right close to the water. Or we can not have a death wish. It's a tougher choice than I make it sound. I like having a death wish. Huzzah! We're off to be the wizard, the wonderful wizard of death. Because this world is so full of death. Might put safe mode on. That's a thing that I could do. Oh, cool. So, okay, so if I get a second Biomancer spell, learn Lesser Quantum Tunnel, level all 4 of those to level 15, and find an attunement altar, and I'll be a biotech. Cool. Well, that sounds like it's worth doing. Maybe I should, like, actually do a thing where I try really hard to stay alive long enough to experience interesting late-game content. Nah. We can do it. We cannot run ashore. Okay, good. We are not ashore. You know what? I'm going to be kind of smart here and like back in so that it's slightly easier to get moving later. All right. We're here. We're clear. We don't want to die a horrible, painful death. Yeah. Grocery store, here we come. Oh, the canoe could be so much closer. Okay, you know what? The canoe could be so much closer. This is dumb. Okay. So far, so good. We're not dead yet. I mean, there's zombies to the left of me, zombies to the right, but here I am, not being zombie food. Yeah. Zapper, you say? Okay. It's a long ways off. We're okay. Something has been in here. Oops. The food is all spilled. The food's ajar. The food's ajar. Let's wield a pipe. I think that's slightly better than a chef's knife. Even though we already have fireball wielded. This is a terrible, terrible grocery store. Very unimpressed with you, grocery store. I guess some of them spawn like this these days. Must be. At first I was thinking, well, there's just been a zombie in here, but this is a little bit too much destruction even for a zombie. Yeah, that was not the finest grocery store I've ever seen. At least we got some bratwurst. What else is over here? Here a house. Here a house. Everywhere a house. Old MacDonald had a house. It was full of zombies. Get the other ye old Scots book. We don't want one Scot. We want two. Oh, that's a dog. I don't like dogs. Close the window. They will never see me. All right. Stuff. I think we should get drunk. That'll save us. I'm just kidding. I'll only have 2 beers. It's not quite enough to get drunk. Bow hunter. Aspirin. Nothing useful. I totally should have brought my rollerblades with me. Then I could have, gotten in real trouble. Not gonna go into that house. There's too many baddies. So we maybe across the road there's something interesting. Does not seem so. Well. That was fun. We have found a couple of items. Actually, that's a pretty good supply of food. Yeah, I should be happy with that trip. Normally I wouldn't take an empty jar, but I have very limited containing stuff over on the island. Containers. Milk. Gallon jug of cheap wine. You know, I can't turn down a gallon jug of cheap wine. What am I? Some sort of, fancy wizard? Oh my. This is what we're looking for. Sewing kit. We have a screwdriver and wood saw already. Wrench. We have rollerblades already, but I can't resist rollerblades, even if they're completely unnecessary. And a basement. What are you? Roll mat. That's a sleeping spot, right? I think so. Yes. Yeah. We'll take a roll mat. That way we can sleep in the boathouse if we want to. I think we probably want to, because boathouses are cool. And they house boats. This is some stuff. An electric lantern, that's super useful. Flour, oatmeal, vegetable soup, a hatchet, a funnel. Well, we don't really care about a funnel. We got, like, a lake, so. Big book of first aid. Might as well take a hip flask, why not? That's a safe, right? Yeah, but we don't have a stethoscope, so we are screwed on that one. Take a lawn dart, that would be fun. Throw it at the wizard and see what happens. A mop. Can we turn that into something useful? Probably not. Not really, no. Ooh. Chemistry textbook, survivor map. A fencing foil. Interesting. Water purification tablet. I bet if we throw that in the lake, we can purify the lake. That'll be good. What do you mean it doesn't work that way? Oh, progress is progressing. That is a zombie, but it cannot see me because of darkness. Candles. Aspirin. Antiseptic. Oh, that would have been good earlier. Unfortunately, the non-drowsy form of cough syrup. Things are coming up Millhouse, that's for sure. Well, I think I've been going at this for, yeah, about the amount of time I wanted to initially, so I think what I'll end up doing is go back to the island from where I came. Now that we have enough supplies, we can survive there for a while. I'll do the thing where I learn the spells, and we have a few non-spell books, not very much, but oh well. Come on, island. Dead tired, okay. That's fine. We'll be asleep soon, character. What's your name again? Verline, that's right. You'll be asleep soon, Verline. No need to worry. How could I forget a fantastic name like Verline? We're not hungry or thirsty, so I think we'll just, like, drop things here. That's good enough. And we'll go steal the wizard's bed. Although I'm pretty sure we already took all of his blankets. So that doesn't work, but oh well. Yes, we did. We sure did. That might work. Close these windows. Sleeps the sweet, sweet dream. All right. Well, last time I took a break at the end of day one, expecting a long and eventful run. It ended up being eventful. It was a run that had one event, one very important event. And I suppose I should do that thing that streamers do when they're going to put things on YouTube where they don't spoil the previous thing at the new thing, though I think I already did that earlier this episode. So maybe I should like quit while I'm behind, let the spoilers be spoiled, and say, at least there's no spiders in this world. And there won't be, damn it, because I made the game the no spiders game. It's the game where we don't have to worry about crazy spider things that have the form of human rib cages and all sorts of sticking out stuff happening. And it's like, oh shit. Anyway, this has been Compound Fracture. This has been the No Spiders stream. No spiders allowed. They can kill us once. Just once.